2x minus 4 over x minus 2 is greater than 3x minus 1. So have a little go at this then. The first, let's look at x minus 2 as positive. In other words, x is bigger than 2. In that case, we can just move that up. So we get 2x minus 4 is bigger than the 3x minus 1 that's already there. Move this from divide to times. It's positive, so it doesn't change the inequality. So 2x minus 4 is greater than, expand this bracket, 3x squared. Minus 6 minus 1 is minus 7x. And then minus 1 times minus is a plus, 1 times 2 is 2. So that tells us then, reading from right to left, 3x squared. Move the 2 over to be minus 2, so it's minus 9x. Move the 4 over to be plus 4, plus the 2 that's already there is plus 6. We're on this side and we're reading it from right to left, so that's less than 0. There's a 3 common, so divide by 3 all the way through. Is less than 0. So now we can factorize x and x, 2 ones, minus and a minus. Is less than 0. So it's a quadratic curve with roots at 1 and 2. So we can draw as a positive x squared term. So we got a U-shaped curve. When is this underneath the axes? Here it is, here between 2 and 1. It doesn't touch 2 and 1 because it's less than 0. So there's our solution set. Here's our context. So no solutions here, because we're dealing with the context of x being bigger than 2, so there's no overlap. So there's no solutions in this case. Now let's look at the negative side then, and this is the case when x minus 2 is less than 0, in other words x is less than 2. Here, basically, when we move the x minus 2 that was underneath on top, we get the same inequality, but just this inequality is flipped around because the x minus 2 is negative. So we can write down the same thing here that we obtained before, x minus 1, x minus 2 on the left, but instead of it being less than, it's greater than. So when is this greater than 0, this curve? This solution set happens when x is less than 1 or when x is bigger than 2. We're looking in the context of x being less than 2, so we're looking at the context of this solution set here from less than 2. So here we can see the only thing that overlaps is all these numbers here lie inside this set. So x is less than 1 is okay. So let's join it all up then. There's no solutions from before, so consequently our solution set then in its entirety is x is less than 1.